Making an online game is hard. And making an online fighting game nowadays is even harder. This is what my fighting game looked like before I implemented online multiplayer. We could move and attack players. Heck, we could even move 4 players at once.
Nice job, team.
But after adding the online multiplayer, everything broke. We can't even move anymore.
Hi,
how you doing, mates? Today I have a sweet-ass video for ya. I'm an indie game developer working on my own fighting game, which is a hybrid between a platform fighter and a traditional fighting game. And the next thing I wanted to work on was the defense system. But that plan was quickly shut down when I realized that my game needed online multiplayer a long time ago. The kind of multiplayer I'm making is called Rollback Netcode, which is significantly harder to develop. Normally, fighting games use what is called delay-based netcode, which means that when you press a button, that button gets sent to your opponent, and only when your opponent receives that button can both players see the results. But that's not a very good experience. However, with Rollback Netcode, once you press the button, you immediately see the results on your screen, which instantly makes online way more responsive. But notice that your opponent still hasn't received that button. Once they receive it, their game will say, hey, turns out your opponent wasn't standing around just now. They actually started kicking a while ago. So I'll be skipping this part of the kicking animation, and then both games will be playing the same animation at the same time. Wow! This is a very brutal oversimplification of Rollback Netcode, but trust me, there is a lot more that goes on behind the scenes, like a lot more. But Anderson, how did Rollback Netcode actually break your game? I'll tell you how. That's because Rollback Netcode should be the bottom layer of your game, while everything else should be built on top of that. So of course, I had to remove every system that my game had so that I can build Rollback Netcode properly. And Zero won't be doing cool things today.
What? No, dude!
Based on the example I showed you before, you've probably already noticed that Rollback Netcode mainly worries about your inputs. So my goal for this video is just to be able to send and receive inputs over the network. If I can make my character move again, even better. Since Rollback Netcode was a very new and complex topic to me, I started by doing research. Like, a lot of research. It took me about a week or two to get a complete grasp on this topic, and yet, I still have a lot to learn. Then I decided it was time to get my hands dirty. Not really. First thing I did was download some projects that had online multiplayer. Rollback or not, I just wanted projects that I could steal from, learn from.
How does anyone find that funny?
I didn't find that many projects, and the ones that I did find, most of them didn't work. This wasn't looking good. While I was testing out these projects, I remembered a certain aspect which is crucial for Rollback Netcode, and that is Determinism. For something to be deterministic, it means that given the same input, the output will always be the same. That's right, always. I'm using Unity to build my game, and some, if not most of its systems are not deterministic. And yes, that includes the systems that I have already been working on, such as the movement system. I'll definitely be reworking some of the things in my project. Eventually I found a video of a guy that developed his own Rollback Netcode solution. The channel's name is Zach Peel Yates, and you should definitely watch the video if you're interested in Rollback Netcode. Very quickly I was able to import his project into mine and get it working. Almost. Since these are two different projects, I need to find a way to make them both work together. But let's not forget this video's goal, sending and receiving inputs. This is the first thing I should set up. First we start the server, then we start the client. When the client connects, the player spawns in, and you can see down here that the client is receiving a message from the server. All good so far. Then I tested it out with 2 players. The players are able to join the same server, but they spawned in the same place. But hey, at least they're there. But now you can see that only one of the players is able to receive the server messages. So progress?
Nice job, team.
To fix this, I wanted to give all of the players on the server a unique ID to be able to identify each player in the game. And after changing the code a bit, oh, hang on. This is gonna take a while. Okay, so now the players get an ID, but it's not working right. Both of these players get an ID of 0. Okay, I changed more things on the code and
oh my god, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
now the players have unique IDs. You can see the first time we connect, it says player 0 has joined the game. Then when we connect with the other two players, it says player 1 has joined the game and then player 2 has joined the game. Also yes, I am literally running 3 Unity editors at the same time on my laptop. So it's starting to sound like a literal jet engine. Now I want to make the players send and receive messages between each other. Since I already have the IDs of all the players, this should be pretty easy. So I quickly set up the communication code and...
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear!
And finally, the messages are being sent correctly. This is player 0 and he only gets messages from players 1 and 2. These two are players 2 and 1 and they also only get their correct messages. This is a major achievement. I wish I could show you guys something more interesting, but this is all I got.
This is all I got. This is all I got.
Okay, so this is after I was almost done editing my video and I was still working on the game, and as you can see on the screen right now, we have movement. Like, okay, it's not the best, but hey, it works. It's working. I'm still gonna work with this to get my game back on track. But you can also see the game's current state in my last devlog. Link in the description. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter @TechProgram. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you watch till the end, I shall give you a choco milk. But not just any choco milk. This is a special edition golden choco milk. Don't ask what the ingredients are. Now go ahead, drink it. Drink it. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. As always, stay awesome.